back from the dead.
Hello pretty people, welcome back to FullStack. My name is LoyXP. We are in the back of my base currently, and as you could see in the pre-intro clip, I had commandeered a couple of zombie villagers from my grave up to this, all the way up to the surface, and I am currently storing them in the swamp next to my base. In fact, if you didn't know, my base has two swamps. One on one side, the one that I actually utilize and the one that I actually have like buildings in, and one on the other side, somewhat across the forest, away from it, but still it's a swamp, and I really like it. It's one of my favorite Minecraft biomes, especially since it allows for slime farming without the use of the slime chunks. And yeah, this is where I'm storing my now villagers, because there used to be zombie villagers, but I killed them. Now, why do I have those guys around here, you might ask? And the answer is quite simple. 1.11 Minecraft update introduced nitwit villagers, which I want for my villager zombies collection. So in this little swamp, I plan on building a little bit of a villager breeder, possibly getting a cartographer villager for my woodland mansion hunting purposes, and also possibly getting a nitwit and a cleric zombies for my zombie collection back at my grave. Now, you might say that my base is quite far away. And it really is, but I did deliver a couple of zombie villagers all the way here to the swamp, so I'm thinking that delivering a couple of zombie villagers back from the swamp to my base should not take a lot of effort and a lot of time anyway. Now let's get villager breeding. Alright, right now we actually have a very poor setup for it. We have two butcher villagers, which I cannot really automate into breeding. Now, one way of making them breed right now is placing a bunch of doors around them and feeding them immense amounts of carrots. Now, of course, I could use bread, I could use potatoes, I could use wheat. But I'm thinking carrots is the way to go, because they don't need to be crafted into anything else, and potatoes are just not the same because of the poisonous potatoes that you get every now and again. So what I'm thinking is I should probably set up a carrot farm somewhere right here. But before I do that, I have another chance at getting this automated, another shot at making it work without having to farm all the carrots myself just yet. How am I going to do this? Well, I'm gonna exploit a thing that is in the still in the villager breeding mechanism. That thing is, of course, the fact that villagers can still breed if they trade. Sometimes, if there's enough doors and if there's enough villagers, two villagers will get breeding if both of them recently had good trades done. It's like, honey, I'm home, look at all the emeralds I made, and then they have sex. So yeah, basically real life. Now, right now it's my best shot at doing this, because the trait that is triggering the breeding mechanism is always chosen at random, which means that right now they both have only two traits. It will be very easy to trick them into breeding. I basically have to buy both emeralds for leather and leather trousers from this guy, and some emeralds in exchange for some food from this guy. So I'm thinking if I quickly go hunting for all that stuff, I should be golden. Okay, Minecraft, we have to talk. Listen, I don't care about what kind of looting enchant you have on your sword. One single chicken cannot drop two of this kind of corpse. It just can't. What? I mean, look, It even has all the body parts on it. What? Did he carry a body of his long deceased brother on him? Or something. Alright, I installed 9 doors in here. This should be sufficient for what we're trying to do. Because every 3 doors are approximately 1 single villager. Now, let's see. First of all, we will need to remove the wall between those guys. Just so they can breed. And also, it's time to roll the dice. It's time to see if they will even breed. Okay, you. Have fun. And have fun. Now, you. Bam. And bam. Barely made it. Almost didn't make it. Almost didn't have enough chicken. Okay. You guys feel like, you know, talking to each other? Doing stuff? No? Not at all? What if I... Okay, we're gonna risk it. We're gonna risk it, guys. What if I... Yeah. What if I let you detect the doors? What if I let you touch the doors? Will that put you in the mood? Oh! This guy did the hearts. He did the hearts. How about the other guy? Hey, other guy, do the hearts. Do the hearts and respond to him. What? What do you mean it's none of my business? Alright, here we go. A little bit of a villager breeder. Those 2 guys are already somewhat fed with a lot of bread, since I have an infinite bread farm. And I also got a bunch of wheat, a bunch of bone meal with me, so I can always just, you know, go ahead and make more bread for them. Now, in a perfect world, instead of me, there should be a farmer villager. But sadly, we aren't living in a perfect world. We are living in some kind of bizarre universe where I have to farm bread for those 2 jokes to have a child. Oh, would you look at that? They finally decided to produce a baby. Yes! Yeah, as you can see, I had to somewhat modify the entire setup. Kinda, you know, make them a little bit of a room to have fun. And also added a bunch of doors. There's actually 12 doors set up instead of the 9 one that I had before. But still, it seems to be working. Right now, those villagers have a bunch of bread in their inventories. They made a baby, and we will see. If I was very lucky, this will be a cartographer when he grows up. If I was not, which I probably was, it's gonna be a regular librarian. But even then, I can kind of walk with it, because librarians are rather easy to trade with when you have a giant, well, not even a giant, but somewhat of an automated sugarcane farm, which I do have. And without further wait, those guys decided to produce a second librarian because they didn't feel like one was enough. Well, whatever works for their marriage, I guess. Yeah. Thankfully, they will not be able to produce any more kids just yet, because there's not enough doors. And by thankfully, I don't exactly know what I mean myself, because I should actually want more villagers in this setup. Man, I'm somewhat tempted to just kill some of those guys to clean up the baby space. At the same time, I could probably go ahead and just move the babies away from the parents and trick them into thinking that they need even more kids. We'll see about that once the librarians grow up. Okay? Okay. Here comes the moment of truth. One of my little villagers decided to finally grow up, you know, get a job and possibly shag one of his dads. Yeah, villagers' culture is mysterious and hectic and full of inbreeding. But yeah, let's not talk about that. Let's check out what kind of profession this guy decided to go for. Why are you staring at me like this? I just want to ask what this guy is doing for living. Oh my jolly shenanigans. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. Amazing. After so much. After so much pain. With those freaking villagers. The very first one is a cartographer. Yes, this right here spells out cartographer in Russian. Imagine that. They even decided to make him a Russian person. Just so it's more convenient to me. Okay, this is perfect. This is amazing. This is great. And he even has a rather low pepper trait as his first one. So I totally deserve all of it. They absolutely decided like, okay, this guy has been feeding us, like, force feeding us with bread all this time. We have to give him a good cartographer in exchange. Thank you so much, you two jocks. I'm not killing you just yet, just so you know. And just for the fact that you raised a nice child together. I'm glad that you agree with me. I wanna make him so bankrupt he can't even imagine. Alright, I went all the way back to my base, grabbed a bunch of resources that I want to exchange with this guy, and I even got him a little bit of a hut of his own. So yeah, it kind of does look like a little bit of a, you know, little hut of a person who would want to live like this guy does, like a cartographer, a traveler type of person who has like boats. In fact, let's make him a boat. Oh man, I cannot. I don't have enough food. Well, I'll make him a boat later. He's actually sitting in a boat already, so that still counts. That still counts. Okay, let's see. What kind of treat do you have for me, Mr. Explorer? Ocean Explorer, Woodland Explorer. Let's try the Woodland one first. Let's go, bam. And let me just know that 19 emerald is ridiculously cheap for a map that basically leads to an adventure. Let's see. In fact, let's see it this way. Yeah. This looks promising. I'm much far away. I'm very much far away out from this place. But it seems like I could possibly find it. If I put my mind to it, that is. So this, I think I will save for my next episodes. And in fact, you know what? What if we buy another map from this guy? Another of the same map. No, first let's actually get an emerald. And if we buy the same type of map from him, do we get a different map or the same one? Yeah, it seems like we got the same one. So we will still have to get more of this type of villager if we want to continue this kind of deal. Or maybe they actually do refresh the maps once you actually discover the thingy-magic. Maybe that's where they start trading different ones. I don't really know yet, but I am willing to find out in some next episodes of this series. Thank you everybody so much for watching. That's gonna be it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, do leave a like. It took a lot of effort and time to get those villagers breeding and this guy to be created. Next episode we're gonna go and rummage a woodland explorer, woodland mansion. Let's see how that goes. But for now, that's gonna be it. Thank you. To be continued. Bye bye.